The Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame recognizes Ohio's distinguished men and women who have worn the uniform of our nation's armed forces and then continue to contribute to their communities, state, and nation through exceptional acts of volunteerism, advocacy, professional distinction, public service, and philanthropy. The Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame. Nominate a veteran today.
Jerry Ferris, United States Marine Corps, Vietnam. Born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio. My dad served at the end of World War II in the Navy. He got out of the Navy, went to school, got a degree, and then went back and joined the Army, served in Korea. And when he got home, he was a police officer in Cincinnati. And I went down to pick him up for lunch one day down at the Federal Building. And all of the branch services had their recruiting offices in that building. And all of my uncles were either in the Navy, Army, or the Air Force. And I happened to see this guy in his dress blue uniform. And when I saw that, I looked at my dad and I said, "Pops, I want to be one of those." The Marine Corps had this thing called the buddy plan. You're allowed to get some of your friends who want to join the Marine Corps, come with you. Come down, sign up, and you get a chance to go to boot camp together. So I did. I convinced 5 of my buddies. And they call us Hollywood Marines because we went to Hollywood. We went to San Diego, California for boot camp. And when we got on the bus, we sat down, and all of a sudden, the drill instructor who's on the bus gets in there and tells us, "You will not look left, you will not look right, you will look at the head in front of you." Now I'm thinking, I'm in California, I've never seen California before, I can't even look around to see what's going on outside. So it was like, okay, give me a break here. And my buddy's sitting behind me, he says, "Jerry, you did it, didn't you?" And I'm going, "You better shut up." We went through all that training together, and we flew to Vietnam together. And when we got to Nam, we went into Da Nang, and then we all got separated because the buddy plan was now over. We were in hellacious firefights, and it was just crazy. It was just crazy. So we get to the end of this 13-month tour, all 6 of us, right? By the end of that tour, I had been wounded twice, and all 5 of my buddies were killed. Lost them all. And now I'm feeling responsible, and I became a scout sniper. I'm credited with 62 confirms. And every time I took one of the enemy, in my logbook, I logged it under each one of my buddies' names because I didn't want to go home. The PTSD is real. And the thing was that I felt so responsible for my buddies that I had no idea if I went home what I would say to their parents. After that, I got orders to go to the Philippines. While I was in the Philippines, when we would get off duty, sometimes we'd have to take a ferry across the water to get into Manila. And when we got to Manila, we saw this thing called the American Embassy. And what did we see when we walked in? Marines in dress blue uniforms. They were security at the American Embassy. And so I'm thinking, oh my goodness. So when I got those orders for me to go to Camp Lejeune, I went home and I thumbed a ride all the way from Madisonville, Ohio, all the way to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. I go into the command center and I said to him, I said, "I'm trying to hitch a ride to Andrews Air Force Base." "Well, you're in luck. You're in luck there, Corporal Ferris. We're going to get you on this plane. We got one leaving in about an hour and a half." I said, "Fantastic. My timing was great." And I get there, I take a taxi over to the Pentagon. I went to the Commandant of the Marine Corps office and I wanted to request a change of duty station. So I go in and the Commandant's office is absolutely beautiful. He's sitting behind this desk and he's got these 4 stars on his chest, on his shoulders. And I'm looking at that and I go, "Sir, Corporal Ferris reporting his orders, sir." And you know what he said to me? "Cut out all of that pomp and circumstances and sit your ass down." I did that and I said, I'm really screwed now. I had no idea what was coming. He was talking to me, and he's looking at my records and so forth, and he pulls up all this stuff, you know, 3-time Purple Heart recipient, Bronze Star with V, 62 confirmed kills on the enemy, you know, up through the ranks and so forth. And he says, we're going to change this corporal's orders. He is no longer going to Camp Lejeune. He is going to the next MSG school in Arlington, Virginia. And I went, oh man, that was it. So I went to MSG school. I graduated out of that class at the top 10%. So when the graduate came and the assignments came out, and I go over to see it, and all I'm already saying it in my brain, Philippines, Manila, Philippines. And no, you know what it says? San Salvador, El Salvador, Central America. And me thinking, I haven't been out of the country other than Vietnam, Guam, Okinawa, and the Philippines. Where the heck is San Salvador, El Salvador? I spent 3 years there. I loved it there. Met a lot of people, did a lot of things. Then I was at the end of my term. When I got out, there's a company, steel company down in Middletown, used to be called Armco AK Steel. Now it's been sold again, and it's now called Cleveland Cliffs. But I worked there almost 30 years. I was one of the first few African Americans to work in the office. I had a great time at Armco, moved my way up, sold steel. I had a territory from Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and I had some clients on the West Coast. I've been a Warren County Veterans Commissioner, and I'm in my 11th year. All I do now is take care of veterans. One of the things that I do is I volunteer for all the hospice. And what I do is a special veteran pinning for that veteran to honor that individual for their service. It just warms my heart. I said to myself a long time ago, God left me here for one reason, and that is to do what I'm doing, because he took all 5 of my buddies away. And I always say they're up there guarding the gates of heaven right now. And the thing is, I don't want to get emotional, but I do every time I talk about them. But God left me here for a reason, and that is to give back, to honor all of those veterans who served. They may not have even been in combat, and they deserve that honor.
Selection and induction into the Ohio Veterans Hall of Fame is a great honor. Nominate a veteran today